Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go up 2 Wainwrights, and that's Brock Crags and then Angletarn Pikes, and we're going to see the beautiful Angle Tarn while we're up. Right, let's check it out on the map. Starting off at Bridgend, we head across the sheep field and over to the bridge before turning onto Hause Gate. We follow this track for a while until we meet the Waterfalls at Angletarn Beck. We start a steeper ascent through the woods of Calf Close. This eases when it gets to open ground, and we continue around to Brock Crags until the path starts to turn upwards on a steeper ascent. As we climb, we get great views back over the valley, and upon hitting the summit of Brock Crags, we make an easy and relatively short walk to Angle Tarn, which is a favourite amongst wild campers. Angletarn Pikes has 2 summits. The one near the town is the shortest, and we're quickly over to the second true summit. After completing our second Wainwright of the day, it's a steady walk over to Place Fell. I had originally considered to include Place Fell in this walk, but fading light got the better of us, and we opted for the steady and stable path down to Hause Gate to get us to the start point once again. We'll be back to visit Place Fell another day. This is a great walk and includes 2 Wainwrights and one of his favourite Tarns. There's 2 free parking spots here. One is just at the telephone box here, the other one is just round the corner. So there's space ready for about 8 cars. We've come late in the day, about 11 o'clock. It's January, but we've easily got a place. There's our start point to the public bridleway, and we're over here, Sandgill. Just through this and across the field. Alison's with me today. There she is. Hi. Early sheep, although it's not that early, is it? It's about 11 o'clock. No. Crossing the fields first, and that takes us to the main path. Then it's a pretty steady up to Angletarn Pikes and Angletarn, and that's really popular amongst wild campers. It's Alison's first time in the Eastern Fells, isn't it? Well, the Far Eastern Fells.
Far Eastern.
Yeah. So it's 2 new Wainwrights for you today, isn't it?
Yep.
And then you get to see Angletarn, one of my favourites.
Good.
So this is Angletarn Pikes right in front of us. This one's got some great views over Ullswater on the way back. So the other week we're at Gowbarrow, and that's the other side of it. So it should be interesting to look at it from this side. Through.
Imagine it's muddy when it's not icy.
Yeah, it's alright. It is muddy, but it's also icy, so it's not too bad. What have you discovered?
Probably ice.
It was quite icy coming in today, wasn't it?
Yeah, very. On the road.
Yeah, Alison drove in. There's a bit of skiing.
Very kind to me.
Yeah, sort of ice skated in this morning. So if you're around the lakes in January, just need to be careful, because the road to here is not exactly one of the widest, and it's in a bit of shadow, so a little bit of ice knocking around. This is Wainwright Walk, heading its way towards Ullswater. You can do this either way round, and we come to this split, and that is over to Patterdale, and that one will take you to Place Fell. But we're going to do this one first and go up to Angletarn Pikes. We'll achieve height quite quickly on this one, but this track going up is pretty steady. It's probably about the width of a car, so nice and easy to get up. It is a popular fell, this, and for good reason, and I say dead popular amongst wild campers. Might be some today, but I don't know. It's freezing last night and about 1 degree now. So over here with the snow on, you've got Fairfield, and then right next to Fairfield you've got Harte Crag. Other side of me you can probably hear Dubhow Gill. I'm going to cross that on the bridge in a sec, and then we'll start working our way up. Right, so yeah, there's a waterfall we're going to cross in a minute. Where are you going? There's a bridge here. There's a bridge here. You could go across there. You could use that. That's problem solved. This is Dubhow Gill just here, and we're going to go up a little bit, and then we come across Angletarn Beck, and as it comes down it creates a waterfall, and there it is, coming down after us. like a waterfall, don't you? Close, hello! Close encounter of the bridge and a rock. Well, how is it coming down? Fantastic. Through this gate, and we're going to continue to ascend. If you go through the gate we've just gone through, you get to Brock Crags, so I decided to add that one in, because it's a Wainwright as well. You can go straight up to Angletarn Crags, but it's a bit of a steepen, so I'm going to take this route. Seems a bit more genteel. This path's pretty steady going along, a little bit grassy, but it's got some firm rocks in it. It's quite a picturesque walk through along here, sort of high level route. Because we're putting Brock Crags, we might come down a little bit with the dark, but we're not sure. It doesn't matter, because the last section of this anyway is flat and low, and I've got head torches. So it's fine either way. There you go. Slightly mucky. So if you're doing this one, we're going to go up this slightly innocuous route through the woods. This section through Calf Close goes from about 200 to 300 metres, and then we're going to start a steeper ascent up to the top. Just taking my jacket off rather than some of the up, because it is quite steep and there's probably about 300 metres to go. So I know I'm going to get hot. I generally run a little bit hot anyway. So yeah, this I'm wearing here, it's a merino wool base layer. I'm going to have to limbo this tree. There we go. Got some mossy boulders there, look at that. Definitely a steep one going up, but just about to flatten off here. So there it is, and there's the view out. Wow. 2 out. Yeah. Fair enough. Here's a bit. You just see the snow on the tops over there towards Fairfield. So you're definitely worth doing a few stops on the way up here, because it's steep in it. Very steep. This is Eden Beck that we're just next to. Across that. Yeah, just slippy, use some sticks. Right, so once we're up here, you hit the wall, you level out a little bit, get a breather. Look, I found a flat bit. It's high clouds today, and the clouds are covering about 700 metres. So we're easing underneath it all day. What's that water? Out to Brothers Water.
What?
Brothers Water. Yeah. Other side here we've got Heartsop Dodd. It's just following this not very aesthetically pleasing wire fence. You can see High Street in the distance over there. The top here, that's Thornthwaite Crag, which is the top end of the Kentmere Horseshoe. It's got a massive column. Got a video on the Kentmere Horseshoe if you want to have a look at it, so I'll put it in the description for you. But yeah, there's Kentmere Horseshoe, there's the Coaldale Horseshoe, which I've also got, Fairfield Horseshoe, which I'll do again because I didn't like the first video. My favourite though, out of all of those at Plus, is one over towards sort of Scarfelt Pike, and that is the Mosedale Horseshoe, which has got pillar on it, and it's also got steeple on it, so that is a great one. So I'll put a link into that if you want to have a look at it, then feel free, but it's my favourite of the horseshoes. If you've got a favourite horseshoe in the lakes, just let me know what it is in the comments. Ground conditions here are a bit boggy, but it's the boots are still pretty dry, so it's not too bad. But it was raining quite heavily the day before last. Yeah, so you get to this boulder, and then there's the path immediately there, and you're heading your way up. Bit of a climb coming up, it's about 300 metres, so a couple of stops on the way for me. Essentially heading to the wall over there, and then following it up. Although you are getting the height, you're getting the accompanying views as well, so it's fantastic all round. When we hit the wall, we've got about 250 metres to go up. It does get pretty steep. This is at its steepest, between 350 and 450 metres. Then it sort of levels out a bit. But you've definitely done most of the up for the day. What do you think of it so far? Good. Good, isn't it? Yeah. Good fun. I'm at around 400 metres. Just hit sort of the snow line. Bit of snow and ice knocking around. But it's only got, I think, 1 or 2 snowfalls in the last few weeks, so very little evidence. But it's definitely about 1 degree. There's an ancient fence post, see these all over the lakes. It's a little wet underfoot, but you know, generally speaking, it's alright. This up's not as severe as I thought it was going to be, and Alison's saying the same. It's actually, yeah, quite doable. Just looking over from here, there's that big lump there. It looks a bit like Fleetwith Pike. That's Grey Crag. Then Hazewater is down here, and then you're over the other side and you're up to the knot. If you're wondering how come Alison comes out on all these trips with you, she's actually a mental health nurse, so she's legally required to be with me at all times. Definitely a bit more snow and ice knocking around the place now with this high up. We're about 500 metres, so it's going to flatten out, and then we're going to take it easy for a bit. We'll take in this one and then head over to Angletarn. At this point we've kind of walked around Brock Crags, so we're going to have to sort of loop up and get it from the top.
Solid.
Yeah, there's not a lot of water in that, is there?
No.
We're just taking this little line up because there's a fence line just where we are here. I'll pass it, and then we should be there. Hitting the wall, just heading up.
That's the wall.
No, I wouldn't say. Either way, I think. To be fair, this is quite frozen over here. Right, so up you go.
That way?
It's that one. I thought as a climb that was pretty decent. It is steep and you will notice it, but a couple of stops and it's manageable. You can see all the ice on the top. I've definitely hit the snow line here. So there's 2 small tarns, and then the summit is just in front. And look at the view. Think of the view.
Stunning.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's quite icy. Looks like someone's had a little go at that. Wow. I don't fancy falling in there.
No.
My old trails thing is saying this is the top of Brock Crag, but it's definitely not, because it's not the highest bit. It's over there. Get through this what would be a bog on a different day. At the moment, it's like a marble floor. There it is then, just creeping into view. That's a great view. And you can just see Angle Tarn down there. Whoop, getting it? Yes.
Cracking view.
That's the view out, it's fantastic. We're heading off and going steeper than you think this. We're heading over to Angle Tarn now. We're going to have a sandwich there and then we'll go up to Angletarn Pikes. So one way right and the other one is just a short distance over there. This one's the only marked path, but there's obviously a way down over there as well. We're following it off the way we did before, at the wall. It's super thick ice. Yeah, it's just heading down to the tarn and then get a little sandwich there and crack on. Done, as I say, most of the height today. It's a bit of up and down. We are going to climb to both these summits again from the tarn. So just heading through this wall and the tarn's just there below us. There we go. I don't think this side gets much sun. It's pretty covered in dustings of snow. You can see the tarns there. Obviously we're heading that way round to it. Hopefully in the sun. These two Wainwrights are dwarfed by the ones further away from Ullswater, but because Ullswater's there and it drops down significantly, you get a cracking view going across the rest. There's a little walk down. Wainwright does say that Angle Tarn is amongst the best tarns in Lakeland, and I agree with him there. If you've been up here, just let me know. It's a favourite amongst wild campers, but the last time I came I was doing the Mardale circuit, and that's probably something like 12 miles. So I've not been up here for a few years, but stand on the rock. Anyway, yeah, not been for a while, but I really wanted to show it to Alison.
Beautiful.
There's Angle Tarn then, come to greet us. Pop down and visit its shores. The last time I was here it was a summer day and it's about 3 years ago. So it was like a little oasis. It was the first time I've been up here and I really was not expecting it at all. It was like, what's this? So yeah, like Wainwright says, definitely one of the best tarns in the Lake District. Angle Tarn does have a couple of islands in it and you can actually camp on there if you can get across, but the peninsula is perhaps the favourite amongst wild campers, but if you like wild swimming, equally it's a good one. Yeah, it's what you call icy. Solid in it. Right, I better be a little careful. Oh yeah, it really is. There we go. You can see the path generally though, it's quite blocky so it's quite easy to walk on when it's not covered in ice. Wow, look at that. So we're going to get to the much prized peninsula here. There's the view. That sun is pretty low in the sky. Well, hard to argue with that. That is crazy. That is amazing. I'm not on the island, I'm on the peninsula bit, so this is the bit you can get to if you're lucky for wild camping. What do you think of this place?
Beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it? So a great tarn. What I think about tarns is they're always here, so when you see it, whatever time of day you're watching this, whether it's like night time or daytime, think of the sun shining on it, or the moon bouncing off it, or the wind whipping past it, because they're always here in all those conditions. What? This is why you have to come round with me.
Can't control you, contain you a little bit.
I'm going to head off to Angletarn Pikes now, and I've just been speaking to a lady, and she said she had her dad's ashes spread here, and famously Wainwright's had his spread on Innominate Tarn. So I'm just thinking, which is your favourite one in the lakes and why? Just pop it in the comments. We're heading up probably 100 metres or so to our next Wainwright, which is Angletarn Pikes. Angletarn Pikes actually has two markers on it, and the one nearest to the tarn here is the lowest of the two, and the other one's just a few metres higher, and that's towards the north. Bit of run off. We're just turning off the main path to this other path heading up here, a bit more grassy. This will take us up to the top and go to the first summit, well, the lower summit if you like first, and then get up to the second one. It's a bit grassy on this, it's the sunny side of the slope though, so no ice. Just see the sun streaming through over there. The up from the tarn is about 120 metres, which is pretty decent. Should be able to do it in one go or one stop maybe, depending on fitness, but for me, probably try and push up to it. Yeah, it was steep, so it's at least one stop. Once you're up there, we're here, and we're going to the left, which, although is not the actual top, is a great viewing point. I'm going up here as a high point. There we go. But there are many fun viewpoints in the town below. Just heading up, and then we'll quickly be at the summit. This more southerly point near the tarn is the first sort of summit, but it's the lower of the two. And then we'll go to the one in a sec. Get up here first though, nice and flat. Right, first summit's just here where we are on this, and then the second summit is just over there. Yeah, I feel like that one's higher, and it is. So from here, we're going to pick our way down, follow the track across, and then over to the second summit. And then Place Fell is just in the distance there. We'll work our way off, and just been thinking, we haven't really seen Ullswater yet, but We're going to see it loads in a minute. That's the down, which is a little bit steep and it's icy, so I'll put the GoPro away while I do this. What do you think of that down?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. It's alright. We have had worse, you're right. However, it's still a slip risk. Bit of freezy tarn action as you go up here, or puddles as you call them. The choice of paths, but we're going to take this one up here. There we go, a few more yards and we're there. We've just got a sight though of Water, which is just down here. This is the summit of Angle Pikes, the one of two, but it's the biggest one. So just pop up there. Two fantastic Wainwrights so far, with great views all the way. What do you reckon? Oh, it's crunchy. We'll probably got at this point about an hour and a half of light left, so should be fine. So there's a path which just continues across the top here, but you're going to be heading down towards sort of the foot. You can see the other path's gone up a little bit, wiggling up the side. The walk over is pretty grassy, and where it's been trodden in the middle, just gone a bit hard. So just being a bit cautious, trying to stay a little bit on the snow. That is our view in front. This is us coming down, and it's quite a straightforward walk over to Place Fell. You'll see where the wind's been whipping across here. Well, sun's setting now, we've got about 50 minutes left, and to go up Place Fell that we're right at the foot at now will probably take about an hour and a half to sensibly get up and down. So I'm going to call it a day there and just head back to the meet point, so I'll show you that on the route. I mean, this is the kind of thing we're up against, so I think it's more sensible to come off and pick up Place Fell a different day. I mean, this time of year you're just up against time, so that is Place Fell, and as you can probably see, 50 minutes isn't going to do it. As we head down, this is Stonebarrow Gill, just at the side. And there's a little bit of a ex-shepherd's hut, I suppose, or sheep pen there. And you're looking for this cairn. So we're just heading our way down, and then we'll soon be back at the car. We're coming down Hause Gate, and this is going to take us basically back to the start point. Gives us a great view, so although we didn't make it over to Place Fell, you've still got the little edge of Ullswater to look at. There's Ullswater just over there, and a little bit further up is Gownbarrow, we were the other week. So if you want to look at that nice short walk and the falls, I'll put a link in it for you. Gingerly across. Just passed a couple of mountain bikers at the top there, and they've come up it and they're going to try and head down that way. So good luck, fellas. Not far to go, we'll be down at the farm again. What do you think of that?
Good.
Enjoy it?
Enjoyed it, yeah.
It is a good route. It's not one that a lot of people do, so it's been fairly quiet today, but definitely a fun one to do. There's our view as we head down. So this side, because it's the valley in the middle, you just get this cracking view all day. It's really good. you've done this route, then it helps me put a comment in just to let me know how you did it, because I think next time I come around here I'll also pick up Place Fell, which is just behind us. And if you've enjoyed it, it helps me out if you click on the like, and if you want to see more of these, then just click on subscribe in the corner. Equally, I can see some people have been sharing it with other people, so if you want to do that and show them other routes, that'd be great. Because essentially what I'm trying to do is show you a few good routes around the Lake District so you can enjoy it and get out there. We're nearly down, so thanks for watching. We're going to pop to the pub, so have a little think about what you want, and we'll see you in there in a minute. Final section as you come down, it's pretty grassy, it's pretty wide, so an easy finish to the walk. What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's been good. Isn't it?
Good. Yeah, nice moderate one, I'd say, to go out and just have a good afternoon in the fells. It's probably taken about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we're down to there and then through the field, that's the car, it's just over there. Right, so we're going down and we're just taking this turn back onto the path we came up on. You can just see in the distance there, that very much looks like snow to me. So it's going to be a winter wonderland next time. Yeah, that's definitely snow coming in there. Back to this sign, and Patterdale's down there. But we are down here.